So, Obsession is the feature directorial debut of YouTuber Curry Barker, starring Indy Navarrete and Michael Johnston, supporting by Cooper Tomlinson and Megan Lawless. And yeah, it's the story of a guy named Bear, and he has a crush on this girl, and he's too much of a loser to tell her how he feels. So instead of actually doing something about it, he makes a wish with this toy that he gets from a magic store, and the wish comes true, and it's awful in every way possible, the results. So, yeah.
Be careful what you wish for.
Exactly, be careful what you wish for. And both of us thought this movie was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really good. It was one of those, I will say, it was the most hyped up movie that I've ever seen, especially in the horror space. I have never seen a movie with more, like, perfect rave reviews than this one. It was crazy. For like a year, I've been waiting to see this movie. This is my most anticipated movie of the year. And so I will say, I do think it lived up to the hype. It was crazy, but it was like, it didn't like exceed the expectations just because they had been set so high, but it definitely met them, if that makes sense. Which was like, it has like a 97% on Rotten Tomatoes, and like everybody seems to be like coming in their pants over this movie and stuff. So yeah, it was pretty good though. Yeah. Anything you have to say about that?
Yeah. I mean, I really enjoyed the movie. Of course, I was not necessarily as excited as Rem was to see it. He was bringing it up almost daily for the last few months.
So excited for it.
Yeah. But no, I really enjoyed it. I already said it in our little reel, but I'm not necessarily one for jump scares, but there was one in there that was really good.
It got the whole theater.
I had a drink in my hand and I almost threw it. It was good. I do have to say that there were a few parts, like, there were multiple parts where I, like, turned and I whispered to him for a second, and literally, like, 10 seconds later, that thing happened. Like, I was able to predict certain things that were going to happen, like, right after. Mm-hmm. And, like, that was one thing, but also, as shitty as it sounds, I don't know how my mind works. I feel like I'm able to do that with a lot of movies.
You're just too smart.
I feel like, I don't know, especially, like, with horror movies specifically, unless it's, like, something that's, like, a slasher. Oh my god, do you see that spider? Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Don't worry about the spider. But yeah, basically... So, yeah.
But no, like, unless it's like a slasher, I feel like for a lot of films, like horror films, I can predict certain things that are going to happen. But it honestly didn't take away from it. Like, I still thought the film was really good.
Yeah.
I'm going to be staring at the spider.
Okay, I'm just going to get the spider. He's still in here.
You're so mean.
He wasn't in there. Anyways, so going back to the predictability stuff, I think that what we were kind of saying earlier was that this movie is an incredibly simple concept, incredibly simple, like, story. Everything about it is incredibly basic and simple. It's just dude wants or has a crush on this girl, makes a wish that she'll fall in love with him. She does, and it goes south. But so because of that, it was incredibly predictable. But I think that it was very intentional, and because it was so predictable, it was like every like horror trope is in there, but it's all executed like perfectly. Mm-hmm. And I think the simplicity actually kind of helped this movie in that way, because it was intended to be simple, but it was just kind of like showing what the director could do, basically. Yeah. Like jump scares, creepiness, unsettlingness, all of that was in there, but it was all like it was kind of like a showcase of his skills, basically. Mm-hmm. It's kind of how I felt, at least.
Yeah, and I feel like like you said, I feel like it was executed very well. Like, I feel like the timing of the movie, like, it didn't seem like it dragged on. It didn't seem like it was cut short. Like, I felt like it hit a good sweet spot. I felt like the beginning, like, yes, at the beginning of The Wish, like, some parts were, like, a little slow, but even then, it, like, increased, and it wasn't, like, a gradual, like, I feel like it increased at a very steady slope of, like,
Yeah.
it's just getting more and more intense, and, yeah, I really enjoyed the cinematography of it. I liked a couple of the shots that they did where it almost seemed like it was like rotating the camera like in a circle or something, but no, I feel like it was a really good debut for this person.
Yeah, excited to see what Curry Barker does because he's gonna be directing the next Texas Chainsaw Massacre reboot. That's gonna be crazy. I feel like after seeing this one, and he's making another one with Aaron Paul. That'll be interesting too. But yeah, Obsession was really good. I was thoroughly impressed with it. The performances are another thing. Like Michael Johnston was okay, guys. Sorry if this is offensive. He
was a pussy.
The biggest pussy perhaps ever. Okay, maybe second to the dad from Speak No Evil. I don't know. They are kind of. They could have a competition to be who could be more of a pussy.
They were definitely neck and neck. Dude, he literally. I feel like he had a shot too.
He like it was all
like,
served up to him on a silver platter.
This is at the very beginning, so it's not really a spoiler. But like, he takes her home, and then at one point she gets out of the car. She comes back to the car, and she even says, "Do you like me?" And he's like, it's just like, I like you as a friend. Like, dude, you had your chance. You didn't even need to use the wish.
He basically just blew his back out, essentially. Like, blew his back out. Like, I've never seen a bigger loser on screen.
No.
Potentially. Like, I would have to go through the depths of my mind, but this guy was a fucking loser.
I'm sorry. And I can't even say anything. I was the one that I shot my shot when I met him. So.
Exactly. And guys, that has nothing to say about Michael Johnston. In fact, it's positive in his direction because the character was intentionally written that way.
Yes.
And the acting was outstanding.
He did a really good job of playing that character.
And Indy Navarrete was really scary. Like, she was... And, like, okay, so there have been a couple movie clips that got released, and I was like, ooh, I hope it's not corny, because it seems kind of corny. But the way that they fit in the actual movie, they did not seem corny at all. Like, it was all intentionally done. Like, it was like, the corny parts were intended to be funny, kind of. But then the, like, scary parts are actually scary. And then, like, there's just other funny parts where it's just, like, actually really funny. So you're kind of laughing, like, ugh, and then also scared at this, like... It, like, just kind of goes back and forth. And it's all so perfectly paced. Like, it's not, like... Nothing feels out of place. Like, it's all, like, just perfectly written, you know? So that was really cool.
And it's another one of those movies where it's, like... It plays... I talked about it earlier, but it plays on the awkwardness of the characters. Like, I've come to realize I really like movies like that, where it's, like, it's so cringy that it makes the movie good. Like, the dynamic between these two, like, it was really awkward and really cringy at certain points, and I feel like that's what made the creepiness of it come out even more in the film. And yeah, sorry, another part about the cinematography that I really enjoyed was I liked the shots where it would show his character, and he would be like in the house, and it would be in the light, and then it would just kind of show like just a teensy bit more than a silhouette for her.
Yeah.
Like, it just showed enough so that you could see her facial expression, but it was still so dark that it's like you only see like the slightest change in her demeanor, and it was really good.
Also, another thing that just reminded me of is even the shots that are in like broad daylight with her, where it'll be like two characters talking and then she's in the background, and you can't tell what she's doing on her face, but you can tell she's just staring at him. That shit was pretty creepy, I thought, too, because it goes on for so long. Like, certain things, it kind of reminded me of in Smile and Smile 2, and like, there's honestly a lot of like similarities between those movies and this one in certain ways. But like it would be like you would expect the shot to end and it would just keep going and just keep going and you're like, oh fuck, what's about to happen, you know? But yeah, it's super scary. Like, and then also there's some really good like gore and violence near the end where it was like, oh, I was not expecting that. Yeah. One scene in particular where you're just like, and that scene just keeps going on, and you're like,
Yeah.
like it was just like, oh my goodness. But yeah, like really well executed movie overall. Like, I don't really like. Do you have any negatives to say other than the predictability? Like any negatives you can think of?
Not that I can think of. And even then, again, like I was trying to say, like, I feel like sometimes the predictability isn't a bad thing. Like, I'm not necessarily saying that as a negative, because, again, like, there's so many movies out there that I go to where I feel like I can predict a lot of what's going to happen. But, honestly, like, it kind of gives me a semblance of, like, okay, like, I don't know. Like, I can see certain parts, and so it makes me appreciate it even more that it's, like, I can see that creativeness prior.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's the same sort of thing. Like, I will re-watch TV shows, and it's like, okay, I know what's going to happen, but I still appreciate this TV show, if that makes sense, I guess. So.
Yeah. I can't really think of any negatives off the top of my head. I'm going to do another spoiler breakdown, so I'll think of any negatives that I can, and we'll talk about it in that video. But another thing I wanted to say, I really liked how this movie like tiptoed on like almost being a comedy at times.
Yeah.
Like it was like really scary, really creepy. But then there were certain things that you just started like everyone started laughing kind of and like giggling, and you're just like, oh my god, like really. But it's like you can tell it's done on it's not like they're trying to be scary but failing. It's like they're intentionally trying to be funny. So you're like, okay.
Yeah.
That, and then last thing I want to say, the ending was just like chef's kiss perfect in my opinion, which is something that can really make a movie suck if the ending sucks.
Yeah.
This one I thought ended just like mwah. Like
I feel like it was really good. I feel like because they even kind of like play into it early on, but I feel like they do so much throughout the movie that you kind of forget that it's a thing, and then at the very end you're just like, oh shit. Yeah, like
no, you realize
it's really good.
Well, that's why that thing happened.
Yeah,
that's why it was worded that way.
Yeah,
certain things. But yeah, I will say, okay, one negative I did just think of. I wish they would have gone a little bit more into one aspect of the wish and how it works. Like, just if they could have gone, like, if the movie was another like 20 minutes, I honestly would have been fine with it. You know, because it's already almost 2 hours, which is kind of long for a horror movie.
Yeah.
But I feel like with this one, I
didn't even think it was that long.
Yeah, exactly. It was really entertaining. Okay, there is one negative of the movie. I wish they would have gone into one specific storyline a little bit further. I don't want to get into spoilers, so I'm not going to say what it is. But what would you say your final grade would be for the movie?
I'd say an A. I think the only reason I'm not giving an A+ is just because of some of the predictability. Like, again, it's not too much of a negative, but at the same time, like, I wish that there was more that I wasn't able to predict, I guess. But no, it was really good.
I'm also going to give it an A. I thought it was really good. I thought it lived up to the hype, but yeah, I think I probably would have given it an A+ if I would have gone in knowing nothing about it. But the fact that I was already expecting it to be so good, that's why I'm giving it an A. So, yeah, it was really good. Anyways, subscribe to the channel. Please like and comment. And we'll see you next time. Peace.
Nice.